name is Jen, and I'm going to jump on here and tell you about a trailer conversion that my husband and I have been working on for about 8 months now. Whenever I started researching horse trailers, this is a dream come true for me, by the way. I specifically wanted this model trailer because it provided ample space in the front tack area. So we were able to find this featherlight 9409 2-horse trailer, used actually in Colorado. We live in Texas and we drove to Colorado to pick it up. There was nothing in it. It was completely empty as far as anything in the front tack area, no insulation, nothing. So everything that you see we have installed figured out. It's taken us a while to figure some of the stuff out. We wanted to keep the weight down, and so this trailer is probably going to come in under 3,800 pounds. We have yet to weigh it, so that's next. But I wanted to have a trailer that I could easily pull with my little baby diesel that I have, half-ton baby diesel. And this trailer does provide that. And so it's going to be a great trailer. I'm really excited about how it's turned out. I can't wait to share it with you. So here you go. This is my 9409 2-horse featherlight trailer. As you can see, there's nothing special about it on the outside. It's just your standard trailer. Everything in this tack room, it was just a standard tack room, and we've done all of this. So I'm going to go ahead and go over the bunk area first. We wanted a bunk area that was large enough to fit both of us. Like I said, my husband's 6'4", I'm 5'8". I don't even want to tell you how much I weigh, but I'm not a little girl, and he's not a little guy either. This is definitely ample enough for both of us, and more than ample. Looking for the bedding, this is memory foam mattress that I cut in the shape of the bed. It's a queen memory foam mattress. This is the jersey that came over it. So after I cut it, I just stuck the jersey back on to help keep it clean. And then as far as the bunks go, you can see how he supported it. He did some really big posts in here. So we've got, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 posts that he put in here, and it's stable. It's big enough that we could put some storage bins underneath. So we were able to build it to where we could. When we were picking our cover for the walls, we found this stuff at Lowe's, and it was actually I think it's like a fiberglass board, but we didn't like how it started whelping, and so it was actually on this wall that started doing that. So we had to change it out on this wall, and I think the reason for that was because I was cleaning the inside out, and you can kind of see where it kind of warps a little bit if it gets hot or cold. So do be careful using this. Any imperfections we try to cover up with rope, because nothing was even on this trailer, like nothing, and it was very hard to figure that part out. But I think it turned out pretty good. And then I wanted lighting for whenever we got in the bunks, we had somewhere to put like our stuff and our phone, and I know we're spoiled. And lights, and you can see we found these cute little lights, and they actually have different degrees of light, and then you have a little night light too, which is nice. And then a plug for our phone, place to put your phone, and then this would be if you wanted to put something in there like jewelry or watches or whatever. So I think the most important thing about this trailer is I wanted not only ample bunk space, it was also I wanted a place to be able to take a quick shower, because you know how it is when you're at a show for a couple of days and you get all nasty. So figuring that out was the hardest part, and I'll just tell you what we did. What we did is he cut in a hole on the other side of this wall, and we can hook up your water there, and so I don't have to haul with water everywhere I go. I can do it whenever I get there if I needed to, but this does have to be turned on. So this is what turns it on in here. This is actually for ventilation, and so If you want to stop the water, you just turn it off from there. And then if you look underneath here, you have a plug right there, and then right there, that at the very bottom is what goes into the cabinet. So he did raise it a little bit off the floor. Not that it needed to be raised. I think he just wanted to do that. And then the next question was, okay, well, how do we get the water from this tank, because it's coming out from below and it's not flowing down? How are we going to get it up to the sink? So that's when we were able to find this pump. So this is a water pump. Up underneath here, you can kind of see it. It's that little black thing. And there's another valve that we can turn off or turn on if we need to. He built this little cabinet here too to hold my heater. But you do plug it in and it'll take the water and pressurize it. And it'll take it up the sink or up into the shower area, which is great. And I'm real excited about that. We installed magnets, by the way, on all of our drawers because we were driving down the road, they were coming open. So you definitely want to do that if you're thinking about doing this yourself. And then these are great. I got these at Hobby Lobby. This is a standard bathroom cabinet that I painted. And I painted the bunk to match it. No, we did have to cut in. I did want a window. And so he cut it in, and it does have a little thing that you can open the window up. So if I wanted to have air that comes in, there you go. Now, as far as this water tank goes, this also provides the water for my shower. Oh, and as far as the sink goes, where does the water go? I'm going to show you when we get outside where it goes. And another thing, I wanted somewhere to hang my clothes, but when we put this up here, this rod, you can see if you had a regular hanger, it really doesn't fit very well. So I was like, well, so he found these little half hangers. So anyway, I thought that was a neat little amenity. We actually cut this door in. This door was not here before, just like the window. So that was kind of scary because never done that before. And the only change I would have made is I probably would have cut the door a little bit higher. Because after we cut it, I decided to go ahead and install this worm flooring, as you can see. Because if I had shavings in here, it's going to be very hard to open or shut this. We insulated the roof area, and it brought the temperature down quite a bit in here. So it's actually been good for the horses as well, because I use this trailer like every week. This is what I did for in here. Is I just bought these cheap curtains at Walmart. They're really cute. And got these little curtain rods here. And then because whenever this is plugged up to just a generator, it doesn't have light in the horse area, so I found these little cute lights. These will all come down whenever I'm hauling. This right here is what hooks up to the water. So once I get to where I'm going, I can just hook this up. It's really easy to hook up. Just an attachment. Turn this on, and the little pump that I showed you, this little pump down here, is what's going to pump that water up from this tank to this area, this hot tap that I ordered. And then I got a little propane baby tank. So if I have issues or anything with the propane, I can always open that little window if I needed to crack it. This right here is the shower head. Same thing, just Velcroed on there. Need to go ahead and get a little kiddie pool for right here, because I don't want the stuff, like the water seeping into my tack area if I can keep from it. I'm going to show you the outside next. Oh, one more thing before I do. This light is what came with the trailer. He installed this light. So if I'm running off a generator, which is what I have it plugged into now, and then of course we put an air conditioner in here as well, then that runs these lights. But if I'm plugged into a truck, then this light will come on as well as the lights in the tack area, or in the horse part. Okay, let's go outside and I'll show you outside. This goes to the other side of the cabinet, and all you have to do is just turn that valve, and that water is going to drop up underneath. See, it's just open. So if I wanted to, I could plug it up to like a tank or something. If I was going somewhere and they really were adamant, hey, I don't want any water on the ground for some reason, there you go. You just have your little tank up underneath there that you plug up. But I plan to just keep it open and just have environmental friendly soap. Up there is where you would put your water hose to fill up the water tank. And that's about it. Like I said, this runs on a generator. This trailer weighed about, I think it was 3,200 pounds before we added all the stuff in it. And I'm thinking it's probably going to weigh around maybe 3,800 pounds. It pulls very well with my half-ton pickup truck. So I'm real excited. I hope this helps answer any of your questions that you might have about converting a 2-horse. And this is a model 9409 featherlight. And I hope you enjoy this video. Hey everybody, Jen Aaron's here. Welcome to my featherlight 2-horse weekender makeover. Anyway, this is, I'm a hot mess right now because I've been working really hard on tearing out the carpet. So this will be the first step, well, second step, because we've actually installed a walk-through door. But I'm going to let you look at the tray. I didn't clean out the carpet before I started pulling it, which I probably should have done that. But this is a 2-horse featherlight. I believe it's a 1908. It already had the camping door. Very large tack room, specifically made with the camping door on the left side, or the driver's side, which gives you a longer wall, which is great. And my anticipation is to put bunk beds in here. We went ahead and installed this door, which is a walk-through door to go to the 2-horse compartment. So today, I just decided last minute to start pulling this carpet out, and this has been a booger, let me tell you. This glue is like no joke, so I'm using a set of pliers. I'm also using a heat gun, which is a Drill Master heat gun. And basically what I'm doing is, as I'm pulling, and I can't do it while and hold the phone at the same time, but as I'm pulling this carpet, I'm taking my gun and I'm basically heating it at the same time as I'm pulling it. Obviously I don't have 3 hands to hold the phone, and you do that too, so but I just kind of wanted to let you see what I'm doing. I've learned that if I do that, I leave less glue on the floor. And at the beginning I wasn't doing that. You can see where there's a lot more glue on the floor. So if you decide to pull your carpet out of the tack room, this is a good way of doing it. Or the only way I know is a pair of pliers, a heat gun or a hair dryer, and some elbow grease. A couple days ago we went ahead and installed the flooring, and I'll go ahead and talk about that real quick. The flooring is a foam flooring. You can see what we did. It just kind of connects together, and you cut it to size. It's kind of cool. It like actually connects sort of like a puzzle. It does provide insulation and extra padding. Taped out where we want to put everything. This is where we're going to put the bunks. We went ahead and got our fridge, so we knew the dimensions of the fridge, and then we'll install cabinets over here. There's a water heater, and then we're going to put a window through here. We've already put a door through there. So today we're going to be working on insulation. One of the things that we've had to mess with today is this trailer came with an electrical box and electrical plugs, so we took that out. We're going to be working on electrical today. Hey everybody, welcome back. So I'm going to go ahead and show you how I painted the bunks as well as the dresser. I've got my good old faithful friend here that's going to help, Cooter Brown. And And my lovely cat up there that thinks I'm crazy. He's just watching me right now, trying to figure out what I'm doing. Hi, Milo. I am not a painter at all, period. And instead, I actually wear paint. But I'm gonna go ahead and show you what I did do. And I came across this handy dandy, really awesome little brush. It's a Worcester, and it's a 1.5 inch. And this brush is pretty amazing. It's been pretty cool that I came across it. I came across it on accident. I believe it's called Little Genius, I believe. Anyway, I happen to have some extra stain left over from another project that I did. And then what I did is I chose my color because I love blue and turquoise and green. So I chose a color that is kind of like a green. Hi, Luna. And it's pretty light. And then I just went 3 shades darker with that color. I believe it was 3. It may have been 4. And got a little bit darker blue just to kind of even out the tones. And I just wasn't sure what I was doing because I've never done this before. But this is what I did. I took this brush and I just kind of dabbed it on there. It's better if you do it when it's dry. I did find that out because if you do it whenever it's not dry, it just doesn't really get into the grain very well, and it sort of blends. And you kind of want it, or at least I do, I wanted it a little darker in some places, a little bit lighter in others, just to kind of make it look like it's old. And that's just kind of how it turned out. And then once I did that, I decided, you know what, this doesn't really look right. It needs a little bit more dimension, so that's when I went and got the darker blue color, just a couple shades darker than this color. So they were actually the same color, they're just a couple shades darker. And I stuck that on there. So first we'll just do this, and then I'll show you what I did with the blue. Just kind of the same thing. So I wanted something that didn't show every little thing, especially with it being the inside of a trailer in a small space. Anyway, I'm going to finish this and then I'll go back and do the blue, and I'll show you how I did that and how it blends in together. Okay, so this is how it looks without the blue. I think it looks so much better in person than it does on a video, so I'm not really sure if you're even going to appreciate the look of this, but it does look good in person. So the blue, I just basically did the same thing. I just took a little bit on my brush, and you may want to start small. I just sort of dabbed it on there periodically. It is better if you wait for the brown to dry, which I didn't do because I'm kind of in a hurry to get this done. But like with the cabinets, I did wait in between for everything to dry. And it just kind of adds some dimension, that darker color does. In some places I just blend it more, other places I let it sit more. The cool thing about this type of technique, if that's what you want to call it, I don't even know if it's a technique, and I'm probably not even doing it right, but it's coming out pretty good. I'll show you the finished product when I get finished. Hey y'all, so I am finished painting the bunk for the most part. I just have to put the clear coat on